The month of October 2023 was special for video games. We've got so many hyped games, but what are all of them called? Well, let's check them out. If I had to sum up this month into one word, that would be hype, because everyone was hyped about something. PlayStation fans were hyped about Spider-Man 2 because they thought this game would be the game of the year, and then they shut down Xbox fans for one. Nintendo fans were hyped for Alice and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Xbox fans were hyped about which company they're going to buy next. They bought nothing this month at least. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about PC gamers too. PC gamers were hyped that they finally got to play Metal Gear Solid games. Sony finally decided that, yes, it's time to let this experience become universal. Let's start with Forza Motorsport, the Xbox exclusive. They released it on Windows 2. Well, this game perfectly divided everyone. Some said this is the best thing they have seen, and some said this is just a cheap knockoff. Which one is correct? Nobody. Just play it yourself, fine. I played this and I think this is just a decent-looking game. If you were expecting too much out of it, then it's your fault. But yeah, it could have been better. I still prefer Gran Turismo though. Now let's talk about the 20th of October war. How many times does it happen that two Game of the Year contenders leave on the same date and for different platforms, which means we have to buy two consoles to play them because neither of them is releasing on PC? I'm talking about Spider-Man 2 versus Super Mario Bros. Wonder. But let me tell you something. Nothing can stop PC gamers, because I read a news article that Mario Bros. Wonder was the #1 stuff on torrent sites. People were buying this game en masse. You know, it's very easy to play a Nintendo Switch game because there are so many Nintendo Switch emulators and there are no PS5 emulators at all. PS5, there are not even PS4 emulators. So nobody can emulate Spider-Man 2. They will just wait for PC to leave, if they will. But Nintendo Switch, or Mario Brothers. Wonder, that's day one release for PC gamers too. I want to say that emulators can never give the experience of console games because they run on different stuff. But let's talk about the game now. The game debuted with 90 or 9+ rating across almost all outlets. I might sound dumb here, but this game is just a Mario game. But that will make it better. I mean, there is nothing like something special or unique looking at it. But if you love Mario, this is everything. This is special in the Mario sense. I absolutely love Mario. And I love this game too. The gameplay is so satisfying and relaxing, it just makes you ooze. That's the best thing about Mario games. No matter how you feel, they somehow manage to relax because of their simplicity and creativity. Now, Nintendo might be a scumbag company. They will never let you do a thing that they do not love. But this game's good, and I hope Nintendo doesn't strike this. Now let's talk about the 19-inch game of the year. I'm talking about Spider-Man 2. Technically, this is the third game of the series after Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales. And the best part is that Insomniac Games really had the fans, and they made changes that were needed. For example, fast travel like swinging around the web is fun, but it's not always fun, especially if the distance is far away. But yeah, it's a preference. And I like how they increased the difficulty in this game. This is definitely harder than Miles Morales and Spider-Man games, at least personally for me. And which is actually a good thing, because if your main character is a superhero, you need adversity to play tough, and characters like Venom were needed to happen. I'll admit it too. If I have to sum up this game into one sentence, I'll say middle finger to poor paper. Yeah, you need RTX 4090 to play this game even on decent settings, otherwise you're going to get messy. Now, developers defend their decision by saying that, hey, time for change. You need to keep up with the times. You can't expect us to make this game capable on 5 or 4-year-old GPUs. The problem is that there is only one PlayStation 5 type in the world. I mean, millions of people own PlayStation and Xbox, but they all have the same configuration, making it easy to optimize for them. But for PC gaming, you have 100 different variables. Like someone can have more RAM, someone can have more GPU, or someone can have less GPU, and testing all of them is simply not possible. But that doesn't mean you're going to make your game available to a limited number of people. While everyone else can buy it, they can't properly play it. That's just a greedy move. And about the game, I'll say I haven't played a lot of it. But so far, the game has been amazing. This game is like, recent games that try to give you a proper cinematic experience. They don't. They try to be half game and half movie. This game is exactly what it is. And if you like this type of game, you'll love it. And hey, at least we got the sequel. Now let's talk about some Metal Gear Solid controversy. So Konami finally released Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 1, which included games from literally 1988 from the MSX era. There were 5 games in the collection and the price was about $60. It can vary in different countries. I don't know where you are watching this. And people were kind of pissed that these were the literal games that were released in the previous collection. There is no proper remaster. There was an obvious reaction from the people who were not familiar with Konami's tactics. But for those who are, it was normal for them. Because they know how lazy Konami is, and that they will never put proper effort into remastering this game. When they know, they will just repackage them and sell them to people. Hey, play this collection. Do. And this is exactly what they are going to do with the next volume of the collection, because they know it will fail. When you're going to include in the title that, hey, buy this game and get to play Guns for Patriots, everyone is like, oh, let's do it, because you can't really play Guns for Patriots anymore unless you own a PS3. This game is goldmined, so people will buy it. Even though its graphics are a little outdated, I can say, but overall, if you do not mind all the graphics, go and buy this. You are still getting to play the Metal Gear Solid 3 game. I mean, that game is just mind-blowing, a proper masterpiece. So buy it and enjoy it if you haven't played the Metal Gear Solid 3 game, and you can even play 2D games that are included in this pack. 5 games for $60? I think that's worth it. Now for the awards time, yeah, we're going to do an awards too. Softest game of the month, I'm going to get you SpiderMan 2. I believe that this game can go on and even win Game of the Year awards, because it really is what people are calling it. This game is the definition of how you tell a story with a top-notch accent. For me, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is the game of the month. Now, for the disappointment of the month, and I don't think that's close, I'm going with Forza Motorsport. As I mentioned earlier, this is a game of disappointment. It should have been a lot better, but they messed up. So this game is going to be my disappointment of the month. Now for the platform of the month, yeah, weird one. This is not related to the console by any means, and I'm going with the Nintendo Switch. If you are a Nintendo Switch fan, this month was perfect for you.